What is up, everybody? I hope all is well. Welcome to That Square Sports Podcast. And today we're talking about the Las Vegas Raiders draft grades. I'm going to tell you right now, Raider fans, you're about to hate me because I secretly, closetly root for you guys because y'all were my favorite team once my team got relocated to Tennessee. But then my team came back and I became a Texans fan again. I was a reborn man. And yeah. So with that being said, I always have a love-hate relationship for the Raiders because I always want to see you guys do well whenever we lose. That's just that. That's my 2 cents towards the Raiders. Now, you guys did, and it sucks because your grade, I'm looking at outside. I guess I'll be fair. How about this? I'm looking at from the draft perspective, not the offseason. Well, how grade like that? That's what I'll say how I'll grade. As of a grade from the draft, we'll talk about that. As of this offseason, I really wanted to see more of you guys be aggressive. I know that the reports came out about you guys trying to trade with Atlanta, so on and so forth. But I really wanted to see more from you guys in aggression in offseason this year. Now, bypass the offseason. Let's talk about the draft because that's what you're here for. All right, first things first. This is a great pick. Amazing pick. And I'll dive into all the reasons why. So, obviously, you know the Raiders, you guys, your needs were receiver, quarterback, definitely. I don't even know why receiver was first. It should have been quarterback. So, we'll say quarterback, receiver. Then on top of that, it says defense, just linebackers and corners. So I can understand that. I see that. So that's the 4 needs that you guys needed. All right. What do we do in the draft? Which direction? At pick 13, you take Brock Bowers. Best player on the board, probably offensively at the time. I understand the pick. Brock Bowers is a multi-Swiss Army knife type player. He's giving me Gronk vibes. He's giving me Kyle Pitts vibes. He can make things happen. I understand. I get it. All right. Next pick is, of course, the Oregon pick, which I'm very happy for you guys. I actually love this pick. Jackson Powers Johnson, center. I think this was a need for y'all. I know it says that there was not a need, but I think this was a need for y'all offensive line because you guys go back to back and snag them. But yeah, Johnson Powers Johnson. He nice. That boy, nice at center. He's really nice. Now, offensive tackle DJ Glaze. A lot of people were not a fan of this out of Maryland. I don't think he's a bad tackle. I think you can move him inside the guard if you wanted to. Depends on how you guys want to utilize him. I don't think that he was bad. I really don't think he was a bad pick. Maybe a little too high. I'll say that. But not a bad pick. Maybe a little too high. Defensive back, of course, Richardson out of Mississippi State. One of those corners that's really, really good. Just played on a bad defensive team. That's all really it is. Few bright spots. Him and Griffin probably were the best defensive players on there. So I understand why you guys grabbed him. Good. That says a lot. Usually I always laugh when people say like corners that go to universities where the team kind of got like a lot of points given up. Actually, it gives the cornerback a lot of tape. Did they throw to his side a lot? Did they run the ball to his side a lot? Did he get any interceptions? It's kind of a better thing for the corner because it's a lot more reps in game. So you can kind of look at his tape a lot more. You can analyze more. Could be a bad thing, I guess, or a good thing. Depends on how you look at it. For me, I just think that that's better when you're when you're a great corner on a bad team because you're highlighted on the entire defense. That's just me and my thought process. Now, a lot of people can say they don't agree with it. That's fine. Linebacker, Tommy Ingenberg out of Ohio State. Yeah, solid pick. I do like this one. New Hampshire's running back, Dylan Loop. I don't really know too much about him, but I will say this. Him being paired with Zamir White. Zamir White actually ran pretty good behind that offensive line. So, I don't think that I'm against this pick. It is what it is, And then defensive back, of course, Trey Taylor out of Air Force. You know how it is about Air Force players. I'm not going to lie. You got to be a damn good athlete for me to talk to even draft you out of any of those Navy, Army, Air Force Academy, those type of schools. You better be damn good. You better be an athlete. Like, not only just play one position, you got to be able to play like multiple. So I understand that. And then, of course, obviously, again, at defensive back, you guys grab another one, MJ Davonshire out of Pittsburgh. So-so pick. All right, so let's dive in, right? So obviously I said you guys need a receiver. You guys took care of offensive line. You needed a quarterback. We'll get to that. And then on top of that, I thought that you guys needed defensive backs and linebackers, but you guys did get a good linebacker and you got a lot of defensive backs. So we'll see how that works out. Now, here's where we knock a lot of letters off on the grade. Number one, obviously, in this draft, I understand that the Broncos were ahead of you and they took Bo Nix. I get that. 100%. Whew, where do I start with you guys? So you guys take Brock Bowers. This is where I was very confused on the pick of Brock Bowers. I made a whole separate video about this, by the way. You can check this on my YouTube channel. When the draft was going on, I was so confused. Like, you guys went and got a great player. Who's going to throw him the ball? Like, who is going to throw them? And I realized that all the quarterbacks are gone at this point that you might feel interested or wanted in this draft. I get it. Penix is gone. Bo is gone. McCarthy's gone. May is gone. Daniels is gone. So on and so forth. Right? So I thought maybe, the second or third wave of quarterbacks, like your Spencer Rattlers, your Jordan Travises, your Michael Pratts, your Joe Miltons, something like that, right? You guys weren't thinking that. So I'm believing that you guys believe in my boy Adrian O'Connell a lot. And that's what I'm going to have to stick with, because not only did you not pair him with, obviously he's the best tight end in the draft, yes. And he does have an injury history. I'll give you that. But you guys also got, I think it's Michael Mayer as well on your roster. Who's another good tight end. So you're going with a 2 tight end set. I don't know if you guys don't trust his arm strength or not. Jacoby Myers is there. Devontae Adams is there. So, I see the direction. You're really believing in, I guess, those two. And the reports came out a couple hours ago saying you guys got Gardner Minshew. I'm sorry, a couple days ago. Gardner Minshew and, O'Connell going back and forth for the number 1 spot. Gardner Minshew is going to win that spot regardless, because he's more experienced, he's better. But I'm just saying, Gardner Minshew is who you believe in the AFC West, which is going to be a gauntlet with Herbert, and Mahomes already. I didn't understand the Brock Bowers pick. Jackson and Glaze, I told you I like them both. I think that's really going to help out your offensive line immediately right away. Your defensive back picks superb throughout the draft. You grabbed 3 of them, so obviously you covered a need there. One of them's going to work out. So one of them might work. One of them's going to work out. Running back, I don't know too much about the New Hampshire kid, but I will say this. Running behind that offensive line shouldn't be too bad. He shouldn't be too far off. I really would have liked to have seen you guys grab a receiver like a Jamari Thrash, maybe somebody like Drake Stoops, Joshua Cephas, 7th round, some guys like that, Bubba Means, something like that to help be that third option on that offense. Because I really don't think your defense was a problem last year. I think it was your offense that couldn't produce enough points for the Raiders last year. That's just what I saw from what I was looking at in the Raider games that I did watch. But all in all, to be honest with you guys, I really wanted to give you guys a really fair grade. So I'm definitely giving y'all a C- for the simple fact that you didn't address quarterback. You didn't address receiver. That's 2 whole letter grades gone right there. Then on top of that, you didn't even help out edge. So you just you're really believing in Tyrese Wilson, and Max Crosby's already going to do his thing, but you're really believing in Tyrese Wilson, who came along towards the end of the season. But I'm just saying, you guys could have got some more depth at the edge rushing position to help Crosby out while he's kind of entering his prime here. So, I really want to know what the Raiders are doing. AP's got to really show me something, and we'll revisit this when I talk about the OTAs and how things look. So we'll revisit this again. But as for now, like I said, man, a C- is where I'm at with the Raiders. You guys definitely let me know in the comments what y'all think. Before y'all attack me, God bless you all. All right, peace.